different is Dead Rock from Mashima's previous creations like Fire Tail and Eden Zero? Dead Rock, despite being made by the same person as Fire Tail was, is quite different. From characters to the tone of the world, Dead Rock, despite only having 2 chapters out, is pretty different than Mashima's previous creations. The characters in Dead Rock are portrayed as bad to borderline evil. Mashima is a shonen writer who likes to stick to old shonen writing style, meaning most of his main characters are always the good guys. They are always the ones who stand on the morally superior side of things. They always try their best to do the right thing and only kill others if absolutely forced to do so. Mashima have been sticking to this trope through his career so far, with Fire Tail being slightly on the morally grey area, with many of his characters there being shown to do bad things casually like vandalism and violence and so on. However, despite Fire Tail main characters being slightly on the morally grey side of things, they are still regular people trying to do their best. They are flawed, but they definitely aren't evil. Same is true for Eden Zero. Even if the crew of Eden Zero aligned themselves with some questionable people like LZ and Draken's crew, they are still doing good things. They aren't going around murdering people for absolutely no reason, and they always help others even if the government is after them. But Dead Rock is different. In Dead Rock, the main cast was shown to not just be on the morally grey side of things, but right up on the dark side. Yakuto, the main character, had no problem killing multiple characters in the first 2 chapters, and he even revealed his goal, that is to kill every teacher in the Dead Rock school. He also was shown to enjoy doing so and even go far enough to play with the corpses of his dead teachers, then even pressure his classmates into following his plans. But his classmates aren't angels either. Most of them had no problem following his plans. Orochi had no problem beheading 2 students in chapter 2, and even tried to kill one of the school staff members himself. Mikoto had no problem raising the corpses of the other students and even went far enough to raise the dead teacher and use him as a spy for Yakuto's plans. Honei, who was shown as somehow a good-hearted person, didn't even have the slightest regrets after crushing multiple people to death either. It is clear that the main cast in Dead Rock isn't just morally grey, but they are straight up evil and messed up, and it is even further hinted that Yakuto might even be far more evil than what was shown so far. This is far different than anything what Mashima have written so far. Mashima absolutely knows how to write evil characters, since he did it so many times, but he never put them in the role of main characters. This makes Dead Rock a quite unique work, not just from Mashima, but in general as well. Manga series where the main character is evil is quite rare, and in most cases the main character becomes evil at the end of the manga rather than being evil from chapter 1 like in the case of Dead Rock. Of course, the main cast being evil isn't only difference between Dead Rock and Mashima's other works. Dead Rock was shown to go a dark route. Eden Zero is quite dark manga as well, but deals with racism, genocide, death and torture. However, Dead Rock deals with dark elements differently, where Eden Zero and Fire Tail show these dark elements in a serious way, showing the reality of the world and the weight of these actions. Dead Rock approaches the dark elements like if it would be nothing out of ordinary. Murder, cannibalism, Dead Rock plays of these terrible messed up dark elements often as jokes, like something what isn't anything serious, something what is totally usual in the world of Dead Rock. And this makes Dead Rock quite unique. Dead Rock is a story what plays in the demon realm. The things what based on our human understanding are terrible might just seem as something perfectly normal for the inhabitants of hell. They are demons, monsters and other evil creatures. Of course, from their point of view, all these bad things seems like nothing more than a joke, a regular day. They will witness these bad things and do it themselves without a second thought, because it is perfectly normal for them. And since we see the story from their perspective, these terrible events don't seem as serious even if it is. And this makes Dead Rock quite different than Eden Zero or Fire Tail. Dead Rock is definitely far different than anything what Mashima have written so far, from the dark messed up tone to the characters being evil. Dead Rock is definitely one of Mashima's more unique stories so far, and I highly recommend reading Dead Rock.